Born on November 22, 1986, in Johannesburg, South Africa. Oscar Pistorius was diagnosed with fibular hemimelia, a rare congenital condition where the fibula bones in both legs are either partially or completely absent. At just 11 months old, both of his legs were amputated below the knee. Despite these enormous challenges, Pistorius did not let his circumstances define him. He grew up leading an active life, playing various sports such as rugby, water polo, and tennis. His foray into athletics came after suffering a knee injury that sidelined him from other sports. As part of his rehabilitation, he took up running using carbon fiber prosthetic blades. This is where he got the nickname Blade Runner. Pistorius quickly became a star in the world of Paralympic athletics. At the 2004 Athens Paralympics, he won gold medals in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters sprints. But Pistorius wasn't satisfied with Paralympic success alone. His ultimate goal was to compete against able-bodied athletes at the highest level. To achieve this, he faced another significant challenge: convincing the International Association of Athletics Federations, IAAF, that he could compete fairly against able-bodied runners. Critics argued that his prosthetics gave him an unfair advantage. However, after a long legal and scientific battle, the Court of Arbitration for Sport ruled in Pistorius' favor in 2008, clearing the way for him to participate in major international events. In 2012, Pistorius made history when he became the first double amputee to compete in the Olympic Games. Representing South Africa in the 400 meters and the 4x400 meter relay in London. Although he did not win a medal, his participation was seen as a huge achievement, symbolizing the advancement of disability rights and inclusion in mainstream sports. Off the track, Pistorius became a global celebrity. He was featured in magazine covers, TV commercials, and even had his own reality TV show. He also became the first amputee to appear in a mainstream fashion show, walking the runway for British designer Alexander McQueen. Sponsorships poured in, and he was ranked among the world's top 100 most powerful people by Forbes magazine in 2013. But Pistorius' meteoric rise to fame and glory was cut short on Valentine's Day 2013 when he fatally shot his girlfriend, model and law graduate Reeva Steenkamp, at his home in Pretoria. According to Pistorius, he mistakenly shot Steenkamp after mistaking her for an intruder hiding in the bathroom. He fired 4 shots through a closed door, 2 of which hit Steenkamp, who was unarmed and wearing only her underwear. However, prosecutors argued that Pistorius acted intentionally after an argument, and not because he mistook Steenkamp for someone else. The defense argued that Pistorius had no choice but to shoot after hearing noises in his bathroom and that he believed there was an intruder. The trial was filled with graphic details, emotional testimony, and dramatic courtroom scenes. Pistorius, known for his calm demeanor, was seen sobbing uncontrollably during the trial. Amidst tight security, thousands of people protested outside the court, many wearing shirts that read, "Justice for Reeva." In 2014, Pistorius was found guilty of culpable homicide, which is akin to manslaughter, and sentenced to 5 years in prison. The prosecution appealed the verdict, arguing that the trial judge erred in rejecting the premeditated murder charge. In 2015, South Africa's Supreme Court of Appeal upheld the murder conviction, stating that the trial judge had not mischaracterized the evidence in finding that Pistorius had not intended to kill Steenkamp. Pistorius was then sentenced to 13 years and 5 months in prison. During his time in prison, Pistorius showed remorse for his actions and became an ambassador for the disability rights organization, the People with Disabilities South Africa. He was reportedly involved in rehabilitation programs and mentored younger inmates. In January 2023, after nearly a decade since the killing, he became eligible for parole under South African law. Following his release, Pistorius faced a barrage of criticism for being granted parole after serving only 9 years of his 13-year sentence. Many felt that the sentence was too light and that justice had not been served. Pistorius' story is a compelling narrative of triumph over adversity, fame, tragedy, and the legal consequences that followed. His life serves as a reminder of the complexities of human nature, the fragility of fame, and the enduring impact of violence. While Pistorius once symbolized hope and inspiration to many, his legacy now stands as a cautionary tale, urging us to confront the darker aspects of our nature and to strive for justice and equality in the face of adversity.